I'm sitting here, I don't think it's gonna be a long video because my phone is really acting stupid. But I have to reset the whole phone. So anything I have on, I have to get it and put it back on there, which I don't feel like doing because that's some important stuff I need to do before I reset it. So, but I was thinking about stuff. This thing about silly stuff. What's the most embarrassing thing you ever did? But but are you too embarrassed to tell? You see, I remember when I was homeless, I had went to Jack in the Box and I told the man, I say, you got some samples of some of your products. And so he gonna give me a large fry. He said, here. I said, let me see what else I did that's embarrassing. I went to Starbucks one time and it was nothing but white folks up in there. I swear, nothing but white folks. Maybe two or three other black folks. So I went and I say, can I speak to the man? So this real beautiful girl came out. I swear she's a black girl. She was slender. She looked like she should have been like a basketball wife or something. And I told her, I'm dealing with something right now. I say, but I know that Starbucks throw their expired food away. And she said, oh, so I was just gonna do it. She said, come to my office. And so she said, walk around and come to my office door. And baby, old girl gave me a big giant bag. She gave me a big old giant bag with and it had chicken. Had chicken paninis in it, baby. It had muffins in it. I'm talking about it looked like it was still fresh. I'm kid you not. Baby had boiled eggs and cheese and grapes. Baby, I ain't lying. So I went and my son was sitting down on the computer in the library, which is like a block from where I was at Starbucks. So I went down and I sat down next to him and I put the bag up and started opening it. Baby, that nigga seen that bag and grabbed that bag. Baby, he ate that food. But um let me see what's embarrassing. Don't tell all your business, Cynthia. Tell all your business. Um well, Cynthia, what about when you were shoplifting? Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all that. I had never really I had worked all my life. I started when I was 16 and I worked. I never really had a crowd of people. I hung out with just a few people at church. You know, like I say, we after church we'll go eat. And unless I had an occasional date, I wouldn't do nothing. I would go to work and I would come home, go to church and come home. And sometimes I would, take a class or I would go to the library. Of course, I'm a lifelong library membership. And so so I had after my mom passed. It's sad. It's a little sad. I really had a hard time with keeping my bills, together. So I found an apartment for $200. It was a little shotgun house, and everything I made when it was gone. I ain't had no grocery, and I only had one child. And I didn't qualify for food stamps. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even though I needed food, I didn't qualify for food stamps because I had a full time job, making a full time paid job, and according to the income guidelines, I didn't qualify for so. But my money was going out to the my rent and my lights and my gas and my water and my child care. I actually had to pay my child care in my pocket. I had to pay people to bring me to work. I didn't have a car. And so I met this girl. We became roommates, and I was looking at her like she had 3 kids, and I had one. I was like, "How you get all that stuff for your kids?" She had name brand stuff. And I mean, she was living large. I was like, where she get all that from? So one day, I didn't ask her. One day we were sitting out watching TV. We was both off work. We were sitting out watching TV, and I was like, I say, I said, girl, your kids be dressed, and I know we make the same amount of money. And so she started laughing. She called one of her running buddies, and they was laughing and laughing. So they said, come on, go with us. So we got in the car, just me and them, nobody else. And hey, baby, she told me, she said, look, grab that person, put stuff in there, come on. I'm so fucking stupid. I swear. My brain was an airplane. I grabbed the purse, I put stuff in and walk out the door. I kid you not. I didn't say, well, that would be stealing. Well, I wasn't thinking about nothing. I just did what she told me to do. So they laughed at me. So they brought me back to the apartment and they went somewhere. They came back with purses and name brand shoes and clothes. So I guess I wasn't good enough to hang out with the big girls. So I think nothing of it. I never thought about stealing before. But I knew people that, you know, did what they call booster, I never thought about it. That was their hustle. Everybody in the hood got their little hustle. I had a job and I had no, I had no, I just had a little job. I ain't had nothing else. I had nothing. I was buying my clothes from Goodwill. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't nothing I was doing in particular. I didn't need nothing. The most name brand shoes I had was New Balance for $30. So it wasn't nothing to me. So one day I couldn't pay my rent. And I was like, girl, you gonna just sit here and not pay your rent? So I went, I was like, I'm gonna go and steal it. So I went and I stole some stuff and paid the rent. I did it again, did it again. Baby, so one day I called myself going, this is the embarrassing part. I called myself going to one of the stores and getting some name brand shoes. Baby, I had one shoe in my purse and one shoe I couldn't get the other one. I couldn't find the other one. So I sat there looking for the other shoe. And that's when I got caught. My stupid ass. Instead of there trying to shoplift and trying to find the shoe that matched with it. I think I had me a pair of Nikes I was trying to get out the store with. But anyway, that's a boring ass story. I thought it would be embarrassing. But anyway, after that, I I went to court, I think, and I forget what happened. I went to court. They gave me probation, but I tried to go to probation, but the man was like, "You don't have to come to probation. Don't worry about it." Set my ass up, so I ain't worried about it. So a new lady come on. First said, "You haven't been coming to probation." So she said, "Well, I'm coming to your house." So she came to my house, and something was up with the bitch. The bitch was dirty. Something was up with the bitch. So uh, she went ahead and retained me. She retained me in jail. And I was like, for what's going on? She said, you ain't been complying with your probation. I was like, the man told me don't worry about it. I kid you not. Set my stupid ass up. Yeah. Anyway, Anyway, went to jail, and I had stopped eating because I'm like, Lord, I need you to tell me what to do. And I ended up having to stay for 7 months, but I think 8 months. And um, I came out, got a job. I'm not sure how I got a job. Well, I got the job, but they pulled my record and said, we can't hire you. We can't hire you because you got a record. Baby, I went home, I prayed, I got dressed, and I came in office, clocked in, and I stayed, and the bad swiping let me in, and I clocked in and worked for 3 years. but but the Lord, while I was not eating, the Lord was telling me some things about when you get in a bind and what you can do when you need money. He was like, you can start a business. Yeah, he was telling me some different things. And while I had stopped eating, I had begun to do a lot of praying. And I just I just never after like I said, when I came home, I had got that job and it was paying me like 3 times what I was making before. So it wasn't as hard. And I didn't think about what I'm gonna do because I had enough to pay my rent. I had enough to pay, for food. I had enough to pay for childcare because the job I had got when I came back, it was 3 times more than what I had before. So that was good. And so I think praying helps because I never got broke enough, if that makes sense, to get desperate for money again, if that makes sense. So I never thought about stealing again, if that makes sense. So, but yeah, child, I went to that job and they went to the job, child, and they said we can't hire him, sorry. But they had gave me the badge already. So the next morning I got dressed, put on my clothes, came to the office and swiped the badge. Baby, I ain't lying. I lied not to you. And I ain't say nothing and I ain't say nothing. I said they ain't say nothing and I ain't say nothing. So, yeah, that's some embarrassing. My ass up in there trying to steal some Nikes and couldn't find a matching shoe and got caught. But like I said, it's good to be spiritual because I think praying had got my mind off of being desperate for something. And when I came back, I got a job that was paying me 3 times what I was making before, so I never got desperate for nothing no more. So I never thought about stealing nothing. And I done started, I done had about I had 2 businesses. And I finna start me another one. So I ain't worried about it. Well, Cynthia, I thought you was finna write something. I know, I do. I had said that so long, I could have been had a check. I could have had a check from writing if I would have finished it. If I would, I could. If I would have finished, I would have had my first check from writing, whatever I was writing. So I'm finna sit up here and focus and try to stop thinking of all the embarrassing shit that happened to me. Yeah, baby, I went up and Jack in the Box. I say, you got to, say, say y'all got some samples of. But anyway, I had a Starbucks chick. She was real cool. She was real cool. But I guess it's good to have a good little job, you know what I'm saying? You know. And this was a nice Starbucks in a real nice neighborhood. It's like the nicer the neighborhood, the nicer the businesses and stuff be. If you're gonna go in the hood Starbucks and you go up in a Starbucks in a more upscale neighborhood, be nice. Pretty nice. I went in Starbucks the other day. And so I said, you ain't never had no money to go in, so you're not working and you always talking about you need, well, a cup of coffee is only $2. And I don't really get nothing but like a cup of black coffee. I don't get all them cakes and muffins and pies. I like, there's this whole grain chicken sandwich I like. I kid you not. The bread, you look at it and say, damn, that shit nasty. But I went on, I don't know why I bought it. I kid you not. I must have been looking at the nutritional values on the label. So I bought it and the bread was so fresh. and the chicken was so fresh and so flavorful. Every time I go, it be sold out. I'm like, when I'm restocking, but I don't never get that. I think it's like $7. But when I don't have money, I just grab a bagel. I think the bagel is $1 or $1.50, and the coffee is $2. And that's all I ever get. I don't get nothing. I don't like all that frozen mess. I don't even know what's in it. I'm like, you finna charge me $7 and what is in that? I don't like all that. I used to buy the tea, the white tea. I can't think of the name of it. I used to buy that, but they started selling it at the store, so I can just go get the tea bag and make it, which I guess they figured they're messing their money up for the selling at the grocery store. But they just started selling them white tea bags in the grocery store. Um, so yeah, I'm just thinking about crazy stuff. I guess more embarrassing stuff have happened to me, but I can't think about it right now. Let me see if I can think of something crazy. Um, I remember, okay, I was in jail, right, and they got what they call jailhouse preachers. So being a Christian, I was with the Christian sector, the Christian crowd in jail. Very wonderful people. Don't get me wrong. Well, I mean, depending on how their personal relationship with God is, you know what I'm saying. I don't want to judge people, but so I'm not gonna say, well, it was not my call to say she needs to stop being a Christian because I can tell God is not pleased with her for whatever reason. I don't know what she did. She didn't share, but she was a minister, and she liked me, and we talked, and we had Bible study together. And she did conferences inside of the jail. So she invited me to preach, and I'm not sure why. Maybe it's because she didn't have a whole lineup of preachers to choose from. Oh, baby, I ain't gonna lie, I was overconfident. I knew I was just finna have the church on their feet. But God gave me a message. I didn't make nothing up. I didn't look up a message on the internet. I didn't just say nothing encouraging and inspiration because you can make a message up. Just get a topic and say what the Bible say about it. That's what you can do. I didn't do that. I said, God, I'm asking you to show me what you would like me to say. So he gave me a message. And at the time, I don't remember exactly what it was about Chronicles, about their mother, that her son was king, but he was still not old enough to make decisions. So she was his advisor, and she advised him evil. So the Lord was, he gave me the message, and he was saying that he honors a mother that advises her children to do right. And, the Bible says if you train up a child in the way they should go, they will not depart from it. So, um, that's what I talked about. That's what he gave me, so that's what I talked about. Baby, people, they complimented me as sweet. They was nice, but she can preach. Baby, she had everybody in the amen corner. Well, she's a beautiful girl. She can preach. But I ain't gonna lie, I was overconfident. I am not gonna lie. I was surprised I ain't had nobody on their feet like talking. But you know how people is when they edify with your spirit. And I had my mind, my spirit told me I was saying what God wanted me to say. And so I wasn't worried about nothing because I was saying what God wanted me to say. If they were in the amen corner, then I'd already said what God wanted me to say, and that's the end of that. But that's what He had told me to say. That a mother that teaches children right will be honored. And He had told me about it. I think her name was Atalia. It's in Chronicles. Her son was crowned king because his father had passed away. And he was the next in line to be king, but he was a child. he was 8. I don't recall his age. He was 8 years old, but he was king. And so she advised him all kind of evil to do, and he died. That's sad. You know what I'm saying? That the child died because his mama taught him to be an evil king. But yeah, that's what happened, baby. I was overconfident, baby. I thought I could preach. I thought I was gonna have everybody up on their feet. But I've been invited to preach a lot. I've been invited to preach a lot. Um, but you see me sitting here talking and lollygagging around. I really need to pray more. I do. I need to pray more. You know, I said I was gonna do when I was a nurse assistant. We used to document our duties as we go through the day. I might do that. Document how I spend my time. Because I'm saying I'm praying. I'm saying I'm reading my Bible. I'm saying I'm meditating. But I think I should have more results in my life if I am doing that. I think I should have more results in my life if I am doing that. So I'm going to get me a notebook. I seen the school supplies at Walmart. I think the notebook was 75 cents. I'm going to get me a notebook and I'm going to start documenting how I'm spending my time. So with that being said, I can't think of nothing embarrassing. This embarrasses me. I probably do all kind of embarrassing stuff all the time. But I can't think of nothing embarrassing that I was embarrassed of. Um, on a date, something nasty. Okay, this man at church was after me and after me and after me. He was married. He was married. And I was like, I wonder what he wants. You know what I mean? Why he keep coming at me that way? I'm like, why he keep coming at me that way? So I finally went out with him, and we didn't enjoy it. He didn't like me. Things just didn't vibe at all. So, by a complete coincidence, see, God is watching. They were going and watching. I had told him no, I had told him he married. But he kept on coming after me and kept on coming after me. So I went on a date with him. God wasn't pleased. Coincidence. Complete coincidence. I went to his church. I didn't even know that was the church he go to. Went to the church, sat down. He ran and told the pastor I was following him. Yes, he did. I left the I just went to visit. Complete coincidence. I didn't even know that his church. So I left, no big deal. I had just was going to visit. Baby, better stay out your church members mess, correct that foolishness. But you can tell him and Red was all clicked up, all clicked up. You know what I'm saying? You can tell they all clicked up. You can tell it. You can tell. Y'all seen him the other day, he looking at me real stupid. Ain't got a member of the first. Look like it's a dust ball on the door. Lord, forgive my sin. I ain't wishing no evil on people. But yeah, I guess you can say that was embarrassing. All clicked up with his pastor, and the pastor. Look, I seen the pastor in Cold Stone Creamery. Trying to look at me something damn stupid. You can tell he done told him something about me. That's why they ain't got no members. They dirty. Actually had a guest speaker, and it was amazing. But you ain't got no members because you're dirty. Oh, life is something. I can't think of nothing embarrassing. If I think about and I want to tell, I would tell it. Oh, people say, you don't have nothing sexual embarrassing. No, shit, no. I don't use my mouth. I don't suck no dicks, and I don't let anybody go up in my asshole. So I don't have no crazy shit for to tell. You know what I'm saying? I have no crazy shit to tell. Oh, wait a minute. I might have something. But this video is too long. I'll get it back to y'all. Stay tuned. I'll get back to y'all.